There are no two words sweeter than Game 7. World peace. Te amo. Really? Game 7? World peace? Te amo? Wow. Está loco, right? You know, children are listening to you talk on television. Okay. On YouTube, are these made for children? No. These are like the stories in the Bible, you know, they're very much made for adults, so adults can make adult decisions, so children don't have to be spoken in front of by all these nasty people on TV, you know, acting like they having fun being a prostitute for money, you know. Y'all seen Abbott Elementary? It's consumer training. That's bad. That's very bad. It's very bad to tell children that money is more valuable than their time. And these are not made for children. These are so I can tell their adults, that their families, their grandparents and their parents, how to live that their Lord's Prayer, how to understand it in thought and then speak it and then live it and then apply it in their physics. Yeah. Okay. I don't do this for money. I don't say, like, share, and subscribe. You'll help me more than you ever know. You don't have to like. If you do share, and all of a sudden, over 1 billion people overnight understand this is the Messiah in New Mexico, and by 2013, okay, he had taken language of religion and cleaned it up enough for us to all accept living the Lord's Prayer worldwide. Okay? By January 22nd, 2013, Ralph Earl Parsons Jr., son of Ralph and Mary, the uncle of Gabriel and Michael, you know, he gone and done did that thing down all right. By January 22nd, 2013, y'all, when Obama in 2000 on the 20th took the oath privately for president and omitted the words God. On the 21st, because all the Republican conservatives insisted he say them publicly with the word God, he said it with God. On the 22nd, there was only one man in the military corridor who could be commander-in-chief of the technology to save us from people that use linguistics to mass murder, and that was Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You don't think so? Okay. It doesn't matter what you think. Okay. You think money's real? You will give away your time for entertainment. You will say there's no two sweeter words than Game 7, it's world peace. You know, that's a tough one. Yeah, world peace or Game 7. Game 7 or world peace. What two words are sweeter? You know, I'm Jack Benny in the park with a guy sticking a gun in my face saying, you money your life. I'm thinking, right? You're not thinking. Okay, because if you was thinking, you wouldn't be talking in front of other people unless you was talking like me, right? Furiosa, a post-apocalyptic. No, guys. What is discussed in the book of Revelation that most people, if you're not a history major, don't understand, okay, is the atrocities and the explanation of the disgustingness of the atrocities that take place from the sacrifice of Jesus Christ to the time where Ralph Earl Parsons Jr., okay, has global communications to explain the real faith of Jesus Christ. That's what's happening. Ralphie Christ, early Christ, prove to the world that you're not a heist. Ralphie Christ. And I'm not, what's his name? Nantan Lupin. Yeah, I was having good discussions with people in my head. I was working on the horseshoe pits today. I was like, and he ain't even Nantan Lupin. You have to earn a Chiricahua name. Nantan Lupin, he earned a Chiricahua name because they got to the point where they trusted him, right? When they kicked Galale out of the people before Cochise died, and Cochise was an old man, But he was, in that movie with Jay Silverheels and Jeff Chandler, I'm not going to use my name anymore. I'm going to call myself Geronimo. That was the exact opposite the way it happened. Okay. Cochise told him, you're not worthy of using that name. You're not one of us anymore. You want to kill out of vengeance, and it gets the little ones killed by people that act like you. Okay? If you want to be known as the enemy name that the Mexicans gave you, Geronimo. Okay? But you're not Galale. Okay? You don't protect the children to feed them. Cochise does. Nache does. Taza does. But Galale, you don't get your name. Go by Geronimo. If I hear you calling yourself Galale, I'll say he's not one of us and I'll kill you myself. Okay? But if you go be Geronimo, you're not one of us. You're the Mexicans' enemy. Be gone. Then after what happened, Taza died from depression and sickness after going to Washington, D.C. Okay. Nache was a very young man, and he didn't have the same influence over the young men and the other greedy older men that were stupid and drank Tiswin and cut off their wife's nose if she cheated on him because he cheated on her and stuff like that. So it was a very difficult time in the transition from Cochise to Nache because Taza died. Like, I think if Taza had lived, Rock Hudson, it's a joke, but if Rock Hudson had lived, things probably might have been different, but that's not the way it was meant to be. Okay. Taza died from sickness and depression because he went to Washington, D.C. and came back and knew his people were not going to change and were going to be mass murdered because of guys like Geronimo, the enemy of the Mexicans, that wanted to kill. What happens is Geronimo wanted, I think he might have had some parts where he wanted to be a good person. He may have not ever been a very good person at all. He had sex and had children, and he came from a group of people that were raiders, that would raid other people's, would take what they wanted, okay? And then some Mexicans said, hey, come on over and we'll do this. And while they had them away and the men were at the marketplace, the Mexican soldiers came in and massacred their women and children because Apaches had done that to Mexican people, okay? And people, that's not true. Are you kidding? Have you read the biography of Geronimo? In the Cochise County Wars? Okay. When he told the white people to leave, if they didn't listen, he would go then attack and kill them. He would pick their babies up and throw them in the air and catch them on a Bowie knife. Have you ever read Geronimo's biography? Yeah. Okay. That's not a nice person. You want to vote for him for president? Okay. The West Studi movie, when that one guy said that, I think it was West Studi himself said, he was like the Vietnam War, he crossed the American government, all this stuff. The man used to throw people's babies up in the air and catch them on a Bowie knife. Okay, Cochise wasn't that way. Cochise was a prince of peace. Okay? World peace. Way better words in Game 7. If you want to have money and be famous and be the topic of a propaganda movie, once you've seen one propaganda movie, you've seen them all. I stopped watching them. I've seen Pocahontas. I've seen Hustlers. I've seen Boy Next Door. I've seen Bambi. I was watching the end of that Moana movie last night. Just what we need. More people making money off of tribal mythology and propaganda. That's just what we need. Okay. We need to understand it. We don't need to promote it and say that money is time and there's no better, sweeter words than Game 7. All right, let's load this one up. Try to make it quick. You guys really suck at doing your job. All right?